supposed to be 23 inches tall, max. Hi, I'm Matt, and on today's endeavor, I'm going through some little scraps, some leftover metal from old projects I had, things that are just cluttering up my shop, taking up a lot of space. And my goal is to assemble these into some sort of end table for our house. Something that matches some of our other furniture and ultimately looks way better than this pile of junk that's sitting in my garage. Join me while I do this project. Hey,
What you doing?
how's it going?
It's pretty busy out here.
Yeah, working on a new project.
Yeah.
I had scraps. So I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a corner table for our house.
Good.
It was all leftover scrap stuff. Scraps the wood stuff. We've been asking for an end table for a long time. So I can do that.
There you go.
Also, I sometimes I need to clear out stuff. So.
I'll show you put more stuff in there.
Well, yeah.
Good.
Hello, so it's a new day. Still working on the end table. I was almost finished with it the other day. I was putting it in final paint. I had primed it, painted it. I was about ready to start assembling. And I looked inside and realized the end table that it's going to replace seemed quite a bit shorter. So I came back out and I measured it, and it's about 30 inches tall. And it has some really specific written diagrams of what I was supposed to make. And you can see here, it's supposed to be 23 inches tall max. And then I realized it's way too tall. I was like, well, I could chop off the legs, but even that wouldn't give me the space I need. So I went away. Just thought about it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the top off and cut off the height that I need and remove these two shelf bars, lower them where they need to go, and then weld the top back at the 22-ish inch mark. So yeah, I just need to fix it so that it fits our space in our house. It's not a weird size. I don't know how I messed that up, but I did. So today I'm going to fix it. Okay, here we go. Here it is, the final shelf. Took me a little bit more work than I intended, but I like how it turned out.